Alright, hey guys, remember it's TCG, back with another deck profile. So here we have Swordsoul. So Swordsoul just got new support and Burst of Destiny, and it's looking like it's going to be one of the best decks in the meta, at least for the next few months. But yeah, so here's the deck profile. So here we got 3 copies of Long Yuan. So Long Yuan, you can discard one other Swordsoul card, special summon, discard from your hand, and then you special summon a level 4 tuner token. So this is again like a free special summon into a synchro, which is insane, a level 10 synchro. And of course, and then inflicts 1200 damage. This is of course really nice because it goes into Baroness to floor just with one card. You do have to discard another, but you know, it's not really that big of a price to pay. Here I got two copies of Tai. So Tai, you can banish one Swordsoul card or one worm from your grave. So summon tuner, and then when it's into the grave as synchro material, you can send one Swordsoul card or one worm monster from your deck to your grave. Yeah, I think it's good as 2 of. You can I can see people like maxing all of these out since there aren't that many that to run here. But yeah, I liked running it at 2. So here we got Moye. So Moye, if it's normal or special summon, you can reveal one Swordsoul card or one worm monster from your hand, and then you can special summon a Swordsoul token. And then if this card is sent to the graveyard of synchro material, you can draw a card. So draw power right here. And here we got Ecclesia the Virtuous in white. This card is insane, just because if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can special summon it. So it's a free special summon, and you can tribute it to summon any Swordsoul from your deck, which is insane and a definite 3 of. And then here we got Destiny here. So we are running the Destiny Hero Fusion Enforcer package. So definitely gonna need Dasher here and Celestial, as Celestial can give you some draw power, and that's why people were arguing that this is better, or that's part of the reason why people argue that this is better than Dragoon, just because you're able to generate advantage with these cards. And I've had moments where I can draw cards with Celestial, draw 2 off Celestial, and then use Moye to draw an extra card, to draw 3 cards in a turn, which is insane. 3 Ash Blossoms, you know, it's the usual. Ghost Spout here, so I do run a Crossout Designator, and Ghost Spout here is a common way of people try to stop a Destroyer Phoenix. So if you got the Crossout, you know, and they try to Ghost Spout it, you're going to be able to negate that. It's nice, it's a nice one of, and it's definitely a useful hand trap to have. Effect Veiler, yep, same reason, and in case they try to negate one of your things, you have 1 copy of it. Instant Fusion is just an extender. You can go into your level 4 Magic Key Beast Fusion Tuner. Triple Tactic Talents, you got 2 of them here. It's an amazing card, and if they try to play during your turn, you just punish them. You punish them for even trying to play. So here we got Pot of Desires, 3 Pot of Desires. I can totally see this being Pot of Disparity if you're trying to search out the Fusion Destiny. But I like the Desires, and I'm trying to like cut the cost, try to see if I could get this somewhere near budget, which isn't really possible, as a lot of these cards are expensive, but I'm trying. And here we got Fusion Destiny, 3 copies of Fusion Destiny. This is going to be the card that we use to go into Phoenix Enforcer. And then here we got just to say, the Fusion Destiny, you do have to use it you have to use it at the end, just because it does lock you into Dark Hero monsters, and yeah, so just make sure to use that at the end. And then here we got Swordsoul Dragon Sword appears. So here you can add 1 Swordsoul monster from your deck to your hand, or if you control a synchro monster, you can add 1 worm monster instead. And then if this card is banished, you can target 1 Swordsoul and then increase or reduce his level by 1. So it does give you some level of level manipulation, and that's how you can go into Shen and such. And then this is just basically target 1 Swordsoul monster in your graveyard, or if you control a synchro monster, you can target 1 worm in your grave, special summon it. So it's basically a monster reborn. And then if this card is banished, you can target 1 Swordsoul, reduce his level, or increase it by 1. Again, more level manipulation here. Called by the Grave, stop them from using hand traps during your turn. 3 Crossouts, definitely the big boy here, since you don't really need that many cards. Like these are like the main monsters you need to get playing, and all these cards are just to stop them from playing. And 3 Imperm. Imperm speaks for itself. It's also a good target with Crossout. This card, I think it's called Swordsoul Blackout, and now that it's released. But you can target one war monster you control and 2 cards your opponent controls, destroy it. And then if this card is banished, which there's multiple ways to do it. If it's banished, then you get a level 4 tuner, so it's just a way to further extend. And you're able to just knock out 2 of your opponent's cards by just destroying it, which is insane and useful. So here we got the Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, which is typically going to be your go-to play near the end, and just a way to just solidify the win even more. Level 4 tuner. Here you got Ready Rose. So Ready Rose, when it's summoned, you can banish all cards from the grave. So that's very nice, especially with Zhang here. That gains 100 attack and defense for each banished card, and then monster your opponent controls lose 100 attack and defense. And then if this card will be destroyed by a card effect, you can banish 1 card from your graveyard instead. And if a card is banished, you can banish 1 card from each from your opponent's field and grave. So good synergy here if you can somehow get these 2 out. But yeah, you're just going to be able to banish a bunch of cards from your opponent's field. Pretty good card and an interesting interaction with Ready Rose here. Baroness, that floor. This card is insane. Generic level 10 Omni Negate. That's really easy to go into. It's like a 1 card Omni Negate, which is insane, and you just have it set up there so you're able to play the whole round. But yeah, Shen, again, just being able to banish things and power this guy up if that's the play you want to go for. Drag Eye, it's your spell and trap negate. And Omega is just a way to banish things here. Don't really go into it that much, but it's just nice to have here. We got Jijao. So Jijao, if this card is synchro summon, you can add to your hand or banish 1 torso card from your deck. And then you can banish 1 torso card or 1 war monster from your hand or graveyard. Then target one other effect monster in the field, negate its effects. So it's able to negate. So it searches out. And it negates during your opponent's turn, which is insane. It's a really good level 8. Again, super easy to go into, and it generates more value when cards are banished. Draco Berserker, when they try to activate a monster effect, you banish them. It's nice. These 2 should be there. So 2 of these. Here we got Baxia. So Baxia is able to bounce. It's nice because they are worms, so you do get access to Baxia here. And it's just a way to bounce cards out if you really need to go into this. Yazi, again, another way to just destroy things, and it generates advantage just because this is a worm deck, so you are able to use these Yangsings to generate plays. Red Anaconda, you're going to want to go into Destiny Hero. If that's your only play, is to go to Red Anaconda and then go to use the Fusion Destiny, then that play is there for you. So yeah, and then Monk of the Tenyi is just here. Really, it's not supposed to be like here. Basically, the other slot, it's up to you guys what you want to run. It definitely depends if you're trying to run like a Tenyi. So this is the sideboard that I was running here in Nibiru. I thought it's an interesting target for crossout if you want to run in your deck, and it just stops combo decks. But I definitely wasn't scared of them Nibiruing it just because you're able to go into Baron so early. Tenyi Spirit is able to special summon itself really early on, and it's just a great way to summon or to get more plays off. That's up to you if you want to go into that. Droplet, I've seen people run 3 droplets. This card's very expensive, so I was like, I don't really want to run it on my build, but if you guys want to, then just know that is a popular card to run here, as it is with like any deck. And then the Monk of the Tenyi would typically go with Tenyi Spirit, or if you want to go for a Tenyi build. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the deck profile. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think this deck is going to be as OP as it's looking? I think it's going to be an amazing deck. Not sure if it's going to be that fun to go against because there's so many negates on this deck. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.